My name is Dan Galmet, and I work for the South Burlington Public Works. Today, we are going to be showing you a demonstration on how to calibrate a truck in regards to putting down a certain amount of salt in X amount of miles. The main reason we're doing this is to be able to track how much salt we're putting down on our roads and how much salt each truck is putting down on each of their routes. When you have a new truck, or if you changed a significant part, you have to do the trim values for the spinner and the trim values for the auger, and you have to set your speedometer, and you would do the drop test and the catch test. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our door, that door is set at 2 inches. And we're going to start the truck up, and we're going to set the throttle at 1500 RPMs, because that is an average RPM that you're going to be cruising down the road at while you're putting salt down. We're going to go into the controller, and we're going to go to system setup. This truck has a sensor on the auger. It's going to tell you to turn the auger on, and the auger will start turning. When it sees that it's at its slowest speed, it will ask you if you accept the trim value, and then if you do, you hit accept, yes, and then it will start ramping up to set the high trim value. Second thing we're going to do is the same thing on the spinner. We're going to set it for as low as we'd ever want it to turn and as fast as we would ever want it to turn. And that is same thing, setting our trim values. I usually have the driver set it to the fastest they would ever want it to spin, enough that you could cover another lane if you had to. Once we get that all set, we are going to do what they call a drop test. Basically, we're going to drop out at least 200 pounds of salt.
Yeah, that's good, Adam. You can stop it.
And then we have to scoop all that up and weigh it. And then we have to enter that into the controller. As far as needing to do that, that's kind of only maybe a one-time thing. You would do your catch test annually. And what that means is we're going to try to catch 66 pounds of salt in 1 minute. What that math is, at 20 miles an hour, it takes you 3 minutes to go 1 mile. So if you catch 66 pounds of salt every minute for 3 minutes, that gives you 200 pounds of salt per mile. If you were too high or too low, you would have to adjust it. And then you would have to redo your catch test, put out material for 1 minute, and then gather it all up and then weigh it and see where you're at then.